What's up, everybody? I'm Joy Oladokun, and you are watching the Garden and Gun Back Porch Sessions at Highwater Fest. I'm going to play a couple songs for you. And the first one is, I grew up listening to a lot of Bill Withers, and so I wanted to write something that felt like Lean on Me, but obviously it was like 6% worse. And so I wrote this song called If You Got a Problem, and I'm going to play it for you now. When the light is gone and you're on your own, you've been trying, but the fight never goes away. And you don't know when the sun will shine again. All you gotta do is look my way. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong. I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. Everybody needs something to believe. If you won't, you can always put your faith in me. I don't know it all, I know how it feels to fall. With a helping hand, you'll find your feet. You got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong. I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're lonely, if you're down and out, holding on for a better day, call out for me, I'll come running, and we'll find a better way. 'Cause if you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong. I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I could be strong. I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I'll reach out for you. Thanks. I got started in music because I wasn't allowed to watch TV Monday through Fridays as a kid, and then on Saturday, I could either watch a bunch of music videos that my dad had recorded, or I could watch one movie, and so I would always pick the music videos because that's way longer than just one single movie. A mathematician. And so I was sitting, and this video of Tracy Chapman playing in Wembley started playing, and it was the first time. I grew up in a farming town, so I'd seen a lot of like white dudes play guitar, but it was the first time I had seen someone like me play the guitar. And I begged my parents for a guitar for Christmas, and they got me one. And ever since, and even still now that I do it for work, music has sort of been this therapeutic way of me making sense of what's going on in my life and what's going on in the world. And I think it just started simply by seeing someone who looked like me give me the permission to do what I wanted to do. I have this song called Changes that I'm not gonna play, but it talks about how in every generation, everybody feels like the end of the world is coming, and the only thing that we can do is try to stop that from happening with our actions and with our care. And I think that especially with all the information that's available to us, I know that life can sometimes feel bleak and that the world feels like it's getting smaller and more unkind. But I try to go outside and to engage in community and meet with people and help my neighbor and do whatever I can to make this world a better place and to remind people that I'm on the planet too and maybe sometimes need care. And I would just say, don't give up. I know it seems trite and silly, but you never know what good can happen when you just try. And I think that the entire world has changed several times over because good people tried to make more good. So this next song is about birds, which sounds boring, but I live in Nashville, and my favorite thing when I'm feeling like the world is ending is to go outside on my porch and just listen to the sound of the birds. And I'm a little woo-woo, so there's two cardinals that sit on my back gate. And I consider them like friends from another dimension just sitting with me in the morning. And lately I've been wondering if Nashville is the right place for someone like me to live. And so I wrote this song on my porch one morning about the things I'd miss if I had to move on. Dreaming of a house out in the woods with a big backyard, my dog and my lover. Gave Nashville a chance and made it farther than they thought I would, but it doesn't mean I should hang around and suffer. This world on fire still has good to discover. I wouldn't miss the traffic or the runaway trains. The proud boys and their women just make me feel out of place. Oh, but I'd miss the birds and the music that they make, but even they know when to fly away. Oh, I think it's time to fly away. Dusty Silverado, take me to another place. This town has a way to leave you wanting. For all its brand new buildings and its heroes on parade, this town still isn't big enough to love me, and I'm still too damn proud to beg for company. I wouldn't miss the traffic or the runaway trains, and the proud boys and their women just make me feel out of place. Oh, but I'd miss the birds and the music that they make, but even they know when to fly away. It's time to make a change. Oh, to spread my wings and drift away. I think I finally learned that you can't get back the years, but you can always come back to a place. I wouldn't miss the traffic or the runaway trains, and the proud boys and their women just make me feel out of place. Oh, but I'd miss the birds and the music that they make, and the feel of the earth beneath my feet in early May, and the magnolia leaves as they fall out of place. But even they know when to fly away. Oh, I think it's time to fly away. It's time to fly. I think it's time to fly. Ooh. I know what it's like to be a kid that knows internally that you are different from the norm, and not just externally, but internally that I am different from the norm, and to hear the adults and the people in power around me debate whether or not I should exist as if I'm not in the room. And I think for queer people, for trans people, for indigenous people, for black people, for marginalized people all across the world, and specifically in America right now, I think that what you can do to beat it is to be the difference. I used to have to, on tour, drive myself in my car across the country to follow people to open them. And I would always have a bunch of free time. And so I would sit and I would smoke weed in my car, and then I would like sit in the back seat and just play guitar. And I worked on this song, not that it ended up crazy profound or anything, but I worked on this song for years. I started it while I was in a church parking lot in Annapolis, and then I went to Australia for a little bit, and I would sing it in dressing rooms over there, and then I finally finished it while I was sitting on the front of like a nature boat in Alaska. And I think it's about a lot of what I've talked about. It's just I think there are a lot of people in this world that don't feel like there is space for them, and I think I make music and I make decisions in hopes that those people can feel a little safer than they do. And I wrote this song called Nazareth about how Jesus currently seems to have like the worst marketing team on the planet, but originally, like, at least what I know of the Bible is that Jesus came from a small town and was oppressed and running for his life with his family. And I think that I wanted to write something that sort of said, hey, I think sometimes the people that we demonize maybe relate more to God than the people in power, if that makes sense. And I wanted to write a song called Nazareth about how frustrating it is, I don't know, to have to get gas at 5 p.m. while you're crossing the states because you know you're going to drive through a bunch of places you can't stop to get gas. And to have people like heckle you or make jokes when you're opening for your friends that are different than you, it is tough. And so I wrote the song Nazareth about just wanting to be safe. Jesus was born on the outskirts of town, but you never could tell if you looked at him now. If every underdog becomes a god, when will my luck turn around? 'Cause I have traveled every highway from Phoenix to Maine, 1,000 sanctuary doors shut in my face. I'm not asking for much, just a safe little space I can rest. Ooh, Nazareth. Oh, I'm getting high in a church parking lot. Gotta work round the way about 7 o'clock. It's funny how this searching in the spotlight just leaves me wanting to be found. 'Cause I have traveled every highway from Phoenix to Maine, 1,000 sanctuary doors shut in my face. I'm not asking for much, just a safe little space I can rest. I dipped my feet in Hope, Alaska. I cut my teeth in Baton Rouge. I even swam out to the Jordan. They couldn't find me any room. I've got good friends out up in heaven, but I'm too young to make that move. If there's no Nazareth on earth, then what's a child of God to do? Ooh. What's a child of God to do? 'Cause I've traveled every highway from Phoenix to Maine, 1,000 sanctuary doors shut in my face. I'm not asking for much, just a safe little space I can rest. Just a quieter space for my head. One day I went into the studio and I was like, has anybody apologized to Stacy of Stacy's mom about hitting on her mother? So I wrote that song, and that's coming out on like Stacy's mom 21st anniversary. But that's not serious. That's not like a plug. That's just too many people trust me now. So that's the problem there. Honestly, I've been trying to release a song a month because we live in weird times, and I think that making music that is heartfelt and meaningful can give something, it gives people something to look forward to and to think about and to process every month. And so, yeah, just look out for more music and more shenanigans, and thank you for having me. I'm Oladokun.